are headed to Houghton Lake. We have a couple of little errands to do, some not so fun errands, but whatever, we'll get them out of the way. He printed a bunch of trails that he was learning about word of mouth from people at work. So we have a couple different options as far as hiking today, and I'm really pumped because it's warm enough and nice enough. It's not pretty outside, but it feels so freaking good. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning, so, you know, the world is our... What's
oyster.
The world? Oyster? Clam?
Oyster.
Clam?
Our world is our pearl?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're gonna go hiking. Okay, we are at the Mason Tract Trail, which is in Roscommon. The actual trail is pretty long. It's like over 20 miles in general, and it goes all the way to Grayling. We are at the end of Chase Bridge Road. There is Chase Bridge. The Ausable River is right here.
Your rivers in Michigan.
Yeah, it's like huge for fly fishing. This trail actually was purchased in 1930 by George Mason. He bought it because he wanted to own a chunk of land. It was 1,500 acres, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And he wanted to own land so that he could enjoy the wilderness, like uncharted territory, and to get away from Detroit. He worked in the auto industry. So he would come here and he'd fly fish on this river. When he passed away, he was older when he purchased it. When he passed away in 1954, he actually told the state of Michigan, I will donate all of this land to you, but I have a couple of rules. His first rule was that the land cannot be used for camping at all. The land also must always be used as a nature preservation for the use of all people alike, and that it must be shared and never be sold. Yeah, within 2 years they had to take possession of it with those rules. He had like a big thing written up and they had to sign agreements with his family, so on and so forth. Since then, they actually bought other land that borders this.
Yeah, they've tripled the size of it.
Yeah, so now it's like 4,400 and something acres. Here's the issue people have with this trail. The issue is it spans from one section all the way to another. So you have to literally have like 2 cars to be able to drive yourself back. So what most people do is they either go to Grayling on M72, which is the main highway up there, and they do that because there's 3 loops on that section because there are campgrounds on the land that they bought that borders this land. So what we're gonna do is just hike whatever portion we feel like doing today. It's like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it's literally, it's an out and back trail, yeah. So we'll hike for a while and turn around and feel like when we feel like it.
We're kind of having a lazy day. Well, not really. We're gonna
go
wood.
Cut some wood.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get on the trail. That's cool. It's like a couple steps in from the parking lot.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna use this pin toilet.
You are, huh? So the trail literally is this little walking path right alongside the river. Footprints everywhere. So obviously it's a nice trail that everyone enjoys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whew. Slick out here today.
I'm surprised that there's as many out here as there are. We ended up turning around because it's hard to know if we were actually on a trail or not.
Yeah. There were tracks, but as soon as we finished that clip showing you all the footprints, there was nothing.
The footprints kind of ended, so we're going to the other side of the road to see if maybe it picks up over here.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. And I'm not against, like, walking through the woods.
But we know we're not doing the whole trail. We're going to be doing, like, turn around at some point, so I don't want to get lost. I guess you wouldn't, though, because it's your own footprints.
Yeah. But it looked kind of like it could be a little bit treacherous in places. So.
Yeah, and like because of all the snow being on everything, there were like giant roots everywhere that you could trip over pretty easily.
Yeah, see, I don't see a... Oh, wait, maybe. So here we are walking down the road.
Yeah, and there's a sign right there. Mason Tract Pathway, Trail Difficulty Intermediate.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, so we did find it, and it's intermediately difficult.
Ooh! It looks badass.
It looks pretty amazing.
It looks so cool.
Yeah. Wow.
Get in here. Please do not hike in the set ski tracks. Volunteers maintain the ski trails at no cost to the DNR. Okay, that's cool. And here's like a whole thing. So where are we? we are here. We're literally at the end like we wanted to be. So we could literally go to 11 and 10. Let's see, 1 mile. We could actually go all the way to like 9 or 8.
Let's see what happens.
Honestly, this entire section here is not much. We're looking at 2.1, 3.1,
Yeah.
3.7, 4, 5.2, 6.2. If we do this little loop right there, that's like 6.5. I don't do that whole thing because it's like one way. We'd have to come back too, but
Right.
it's really not that bad. There is a loop up here, the Thayer Creek Loop, but it's like 7 miles to get to it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, this is the trail in its entirety. This is the south section that we're on right now.
Do it. We just gotta keep out of the ski tracks
Yeah.
that you're walking in.
Well, I'm trying not to. So where are we supposed to hike?
I don't know.
So they're saying they don't want us to hike,
In these tracks right here.
but that's like half the little trail.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
We'll try. See, I'm a really fast hiker, but I'm slow when I have my camera. So we're still trying to avoid the tracks, if you guys can see. So we have to hike on either this little path or that tiny path, which, I mean, I understand and I appreciate, but they're trying to make sure that it's maintained. But like, I'm kind of bitter. Like as a hiker, that's my activity outside of choice. I love hiking. It's my favorite. Being just on foot, I don't know. Like I feel like there are some trails where it's like the minute they allow mountain bikers, it's over for hikers. All you constantly hear the whole time is on your left, on your right. I always want to scream back when they say I'm on your left. I'd be like, cool, I'm on your right. I'm trying to hike.
Well, one of the things he left, there was only to be walking or skiing. There was not to be any bicycling, any motorized vehicles. And I think the state of Michigan actually banned biking on this trail.
Yeah.
Because you can look at it and tell that it would be an amazing mountain biking trail.
Yeah.
So kind of feel bad for him a little bit, but
I don't really feel bad. Sorry, mountain bikers. All right, guys, my camera is currently inside of a tree on a branch. Let me show you. I know I'm blurry because I gotta be far away because I haven't zoomed. Let me show you what it looks like. That's what's going on.
we're gonna take a little selfie.
But I can't because I want to be on the bench.
Selfie, actually. Anyway.
My camera's inside of a tree. That's all I know. This is why having to hike with a giant tripod sucks. So I have a mini tripod, but then these situations happen. The sun came out.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Beautiful.
Look how weird this fungus is, guys. It looks like veins. I'm probably going to look it up before I post this video anyway, but if you know, leave a comment below.
We're walking along this trail, and an enormous beast crosses the trail.
From far away.
From far away.
All I saw initially was the head.
And Eileen says, "Shh, stop. It's a bear. Stop."
It looked like the
I
brown
stopped
color of a
real-
grizzly
I
bear.
stopped real quick. And all I saw was the back end of it. And she goes, "It's an effing bear!" Then, as I saw it, and I noticed the tail that was up,
I peed a little.
up in the air wagging.
I didn't.
I realized, number one, it was the color of a grizzly bear,
Yeah.
not a black bear.
I didn't say black bear.
But there's not really grizzlies here.
Yeah, but you don't think about that in the moment. I just
So,
thought I saw a damn bear.
Anyway, it was pretty funny. It turns out that this humongous
It's a huge
bear
chow.
is a giant chow that's coming straight towards us.
Running.
With a cowbell ringing. Finally, we see that his owner is back in the woods. But
That's funny.
yeah,
Not a bear.
Our bear scare.
Guys, look how strange the sky is. It's like a watercolor painting. What's frustrating right now is that it truly feels like spring is here. Like, it feels so good. The sun, the way the sky is, like everything.
Yeah.
So,
Look at that. If there ever was a tree that was made for an eagle's nest,
oh yeah.
it's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's like, it's supposed to be like ice showers, rain, and then lots of snow the end of next week.
Yeah.
So it's just playing games with us, like really bipolar winter. It's like continuing, and that was like started off as a joke, but now it's like super true. Okay, so we have this tunnel of trees ahead of us. We're at a junction right now. We're at a four-way, if you
We're
will.
at 11.
So we're on 11. There's like this trail up there. There's a trail that way.
It probably leads
We
to the
came
river over there.
that way. 10 is that way, 12 is back the way we came. Either of these doesn't seem to be anything in particular.
Yeah, it's a pretty big trail system.
It's awesome, I love it. Okay, so we walked down that one junction to make it to the river.
Oh my God, is it beautiful here. Untouched.
Stunning.
Like, this
Absolutely stunning. It's crazy to actually see the ground.
You know what's really cool is, like, in where we always kayak at, there's houses everywhere.
Yeah.
There's like businesses and houses all along the river.
Mm-hmm.
So
Commercialized
we usually
sections.
do Grayling because this is part of the estate of George Mason.
Yeah.
It's untouched.
Which is just ridiculous. So
There's nothing on
and they
either
do allow
side.
kayaking here too. I mean, it's still the Ausable nonetheless.
Yeah, but there's
which is a
nothing on
recreational
either
river.
side. And when you look, you're literally just out in the wilderness on this beautiful river.
It's awesome.
Can you imagine, like, when looking at it, you can imagine fly fishing in this river
Yeah.
with absolutely
100%.
nothing around you.
Like, look at the ground. How does this not look like spring? It's insane. I'm so mad that we're gonna have more snow next week. I understand it's winter and everything, but like, this is such a tease.
This time of year is such a tease.
All right, guys, I'm not going to film. I'm going to focus on the trail and enjoy the beauty that is northern Michigan right now. And we will see you when we get back home. We're gonna chop some wood. How much wood could a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Did I do okay job?
Fail.
Oh, I did it okay though.
You did okay, but
You do it.
how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck, a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Goodbye. Hi guys, you are inside of a speaker. We're going to listen to some music and use our little speaker we got from our daughter Mo. And we want to jam out while we collect some wood. Alright, I'm going to focus on carrying my branch here. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, that's our haul. For now.
We'll pick up the rest that fell.
Okay. I wanted to go back anyway, show them the creek that's like right behind the house and the perspective of the house at the back of the property.
Yep.
Meanders that way. There's the house right there.